Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. It is a lovely, rainy, slow morning here. I am Amy Elizabeth. I'm so happy that you're here. If you're hopping on live, let me know. If you're watching the replay, say hello. If you're not in our Facebook group, Aligned by Design, you're going to want to get there. If you are new to human design, your mind is going to be blown. If you are a leader that is here to lead other people, you're going to want to listen to this. And you're not quite utilizing human design yet, but you know it's been on your radar for a while. So I talk a lot about radical responsibility. I talk a lot about radical responsibility for yourself. I talk a lot about radical responsibility for your leadership, for your clients, for your team. And as a leader, this is easy to just kind of, something is just kind of getting away, right? There's a little crack in the surface. There's a little something where water is just kind of seeping out of. And as a leader, we have these leaders that are on top of it. We have these leaders that are like next level. There's no water that is going to seep away. We also have leaders that are like, okay, I see that it's happening. I see the leak. I see the small amount of water that's pouring out. We're just going to like navigate this and wait until the time is right for it. When you are a leader that is here to take radical responsibility, there is no waiting for the time. As soon as you are aware that there's a leak, that there's water draining out, that somewhere there's a crack, and you need to fix it. And this isn't about doing something and hustling and making more. And it's about being a leader that is radically responsible for themselves, for their team, for their clients, and desire next level aligned choices so that everyone gets to thrive, so that their team gets to thrive, so that they get to thrive as a leader, so that their clients get to thrive, so that the thriving gets to continue. We live in a world that we are guaranteed an overflow of abundance. We are guaranteed that, but we have to decide that we want it. We have to align ourselves and continuously realign ourselves. And that is the radical responsibility. This is the piece that people forget when we're like, okay, things are abundant, things are good, but there's also a little bit of leak over there. And I'm just going to brush that to the side. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm just going to ignore it for a little while, because things are pretty good right now. As a leader that is here to be taking radical responsibility, it's okay for a little while. There is, what am I stepping into? How am I aligning with this? How am I bridging this gap right now? How am I allowing myself to see the foundation, to be highly aware, highly attuned, and to put a patch, not a patch to fill it, right? There's no patches. We're not patching things up or filling it so that there's no longer a leak. And what a lot of leaders are doing is putting human design into their business. They're saying, I understand human design, I know human design, I use human design. Nobody is wanting to go with a leader anymore now that human design is literally becoming a household name, especially in the coaching industry. There is nobody that is like, okay, yeah, I'm just going to ignore human design. I've heard about it. Clients are bringing it to me. I've heard about it. I've seen it. I've seen Amy's posts. I've seen all of the things. I've watched the lives, and I'm just going to continue to ignore it. Nobody is going to jive with that. So what you're doing right now is you're saying, okay, yeah, I understand what a manifesting generator is. I understand that you're a manifestor. I understand that you're a projector. I understand all of these things. So cool. Okay, so I use human design in my business. But where the leak is coming, where that water is draining out right now, is that you don't really get it. You don't really get it to its highest potential. And any incredible, strong, powerful, aligned, trusting leader is going to desire to get it, right? Is going to step into that next level that they need to be in order to lead themselves before their team, before their clients, before anyone else can even think about calibrating to any sort of leadership. You go first. You always go first. So by you just brushing the surface, by you watering it down, by you thinking that, okay, I get it, you don't get it. And you're quickly realizing that because you're also very intelligent, very smart. So you realize that that's not enough. Me understanding what a projector is, me understanding what your sacral authority is not enough, especially for the clientele that you have, especially for the team that you have below you, underneath you, that is supporting you. If you're not actually leading them to their highest potential and their full alignment, they're going to drop the ball somewhere because it's not correct for them. And them understanding, oh, I'm a sacral, so yes to this, yes to this, yes to this. That doesn't work long term. That doesn't work in the depths, right? And you're realizing that what you're using right now to the absolute surface level of it, even though you're reading about it, even though you're hearing about it, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the space to dive in fully. Some of you truly desire it, and Babes of HD, is opening up. We're pushing our October on sooner because you guys just want in now. So we're going to push it sooner in August. So you guys, the leaders that are like, no, I need to know everything. I need to apply this. I know that I need to. I know that it's not service level. I get everything you're saying, and I want to delve in. I want to dive in. I want to go into the depths. I want to be fully certified and really bring this to my team and my table in the way that is actually as a leader would do, right? That is taking radical responsibility, that desires all of the information so that the transformations can be effortless, can be just easy, that can be full of ease. So Babes of HD is for you. For the leaders that are like, I don't have the capacity, this is the Stay Girl, but I know that I need this in my business. I know that my people are ready to thrive in their fullest alignment. I get everything else, that this has led me to this point of leadership for my people, for my team, for my people. So what you're looking for right now is somebody to lead you, right? Because you're like, I'm leading all the things. I can't lead myself through this right now. It's too much of a commitment. It's too much. I'm not going to be able to commit to this. And radical responsibility knows its capacity, right? It knows when to hire out. It knows when to step into that next level of, okay, now is the time to hire somebody out. So the Babes of HD is for those that want to dive deep and really, really want to dissect everything and apply it in their own way to their people. For the next level leaders that are like, I just don't have the capacity and space for it, but I know that there's a leak and I know that what I'm bringing to my people right now is not sufficient. It's not enough. This is not radical responsibility. This is not next level leadership, what I'm doing right now. You get to change that. You get to hire me as your HD whisperer, and we get to work with your people. We get to work with their own designs, and we get to figure out what's not working really in a quick, timely manner, because you don't have time to be wasting. We're not hopping on calls. You're not learning. You're not doing all of the things. You're telling me what's going on, telling me what's not working. We're switching things around. I'm sending you information and I'm talking you through things that are literally the most aligned for them, whether that's how to access their power, how to step into it, what they're not trusting about themselves, how they're working out of their undefined centers, how they're not in alignment with their profile, how they're not activating a certain channel that is really, really a strong force for them. And by you being the incredible, brilliant leader that you are, that you're able to just bring this to the table in your own words, in your way, in your coaching relationship that thrives for them, that works for them, that they understand, that they get. And you're going to be putting these puzzle pieces together and be like, how did I not realize that? Well, you didn't realize that because you don't know the depths of human design, and you don't know how to individualize every single thing for each personal client that you have, or your team, right? Your team may be dropping the ball in these certain areas, and you're like, why? I don't get it. I'm communicating very clearly. I'm giving them my expectations. I'm doing all of the things. And yet it's like, how did this happen? These things don't need to happen anymore. Like, we are in 2020 and we have a tool. We have the finest tuned intelligence literally at your fingertips. And some people are brushing the surface with it. And you're like, no, I'll just understand this and I'll just apply that. And that should be sufficient. And it's not sufficient. And you know that. So the HD Whisperer is somebody that is for somebody that is like, I need to take responsibility here. I've really been brushing the surface and this is not good enough for my people. This is not good enough for my people. And the Babes of HD are for all of those incredible leaders that really want the deep dive. They really want to go into it. They want to bring it their own way to their people in their own personal alignment. So it is the depth. This is not like watered down human design stuff. This is not a weekend where you're just going to be like, I'm certified. Right? This is like long-term, for the long haul, because human design is not going anywhere. In fact, it's actually created for the next generation. So we're the ones that are supposed to be taking it right now, bringing it and surfacing it into our world and integrating it so that the next generation, this is their normal life. This is their normal communication. This is their normal frequency, right? Alignment is correct for each and every individual coming forward. So if you think that this is just a fad, that you're just surfacing it right now because it's going to go away, it's just going to get louder. It's getting really loud. I told you guys like 6 months ago that you get ready because it's going to be loud. It's loud. It's getting louder and louder and louder and louder. And there's going to be people in integrity, in their power, in their leadership that are doing it the right way. And there's going to be those that aren't leading themselves through the depths, that aren't actually taking radical responsibility in how to bring this to the table for their people. And you're going to tell the difference. You're definitely going to be able to tell the difference there. So you guys, I just wanted to quickly hop on and share this with you guys. If you are ready for any of the above, if you are in the gorgeous, my mentor, my coach, Melanie Ann Layers containers, and you're in cash, we have something really exciting coming today. So I can't wait, and have the most incredible day. And I will talk to you guys soon. Reach out for any of the things that you need, because we are here for next level support. Sending you love. Bye-bye.